The Monaco Prince, the loved son of Ferrari, one of the most popular media persons in the world, the creator of the most viral Formula 1 memes.
Nothing, just an incident.
He even starred in a Netflix series. Charles Leclerc. What could possibly go wrong with such driver? The answer is hidden in the question itself. Ferrari, the most famous and popular Formula 1 team which wins every next season. A destroyer of drivers' careers, a strategic roller coaster. So the question is, can we name Ferrari a Leclerc's blessing or a curse? Leclerc's first year at Ferrari 2019 began with triumph and mutual love. Bahrain, the second round of the season, Leclerc is faster than his teammate Vettel and than anyone else on the grid. As the result of the qualification, he takes pole position and confidently leads the race. Everything and everyone says yes to his first victory. Except the engine. He says no.
There's something strange with the engine.
Which leads to a drop from the first place to third. And what's important, this was the exact moment where the historic Ferrari line was born.
Okay, copy that, we are checking it.
We are checking. We are checking that. Okay, we are checking.
Copy, we'll check that. Copy, we will check that.
Yeah, everybody, we are checking now.
And this was his very first introduction to Ferrari magic. Then came 7 pole positions over the season.
Charles Leclerc is going to be on pole, and Charles Leclerc has done it again. All there, isn't it, for Charles Leclerc? Is it 4 poles in a row? It is 4 poles in a row.
Which is practically more than Ferrari managed in the entire 2018 season by 2 cars. Next up, a brilliant victory at Spa.
Wins a Formula 1 Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc.
And just a weekend later, another win at Monza.
Brilliantly, he won in Spa. He wins in Monza.
Of course, no rookie season in a top team is complete without at least one oops moment. And this year gave birth to perhaps Leclerc's most iconic moment when he admitted being a Lance Stroll fan.
I am stupid. I am stupid.
All in all, it was a very successful debut for Leclerc, and the results back it up. He finished 4th in the championship while his car wasn't the fastest on the grid on the most of Grand Prix. Unfortunately, he didn't realize the fact his first season success was just an illusion. Smoke and mirrors. In reality, we all know Leclerc should have run away after his first year's success to a normal team. If 2018 felt promising and ambitious, 2020 hit like a cold shower filled with horse manure. Ferrari entered a new season fully confident in their ability to beat motorsport giants like Racing Point, Renault, and AlphaTauri. Seriously, just rewatch the 2020 season and you'll get the strange feeling that Ferrari's average qualifying position was around P12. And the worst part, it's kinda accurate. And yet Charles managed to completely ruin Ferrari's plan of total moral destruction and even finished on the podium twice. Of course, Ferrari noticed it and tried to make some corrections. And of course, talking about Ferrari in the 2020 season, we can't forget to mention the double DNFs.
Dives down the inside, squeezed a bit, and then comes a much better exit. Yeah, he did out of turn.
He's lost the back end of the car under acceleration.
With red flag, Carlos Sainz pulls over to the left-hand side and lands.
Because this was the moment Ferrari began turning double retirements into a signature move. On the bright side, Ferrari can be praised for their excellent emotional support and live stand-up commentary for their drivers.
Brakes failed, no more brake pedal. Brake line exploded.
I'm sure Sebastian truly appreciated it. In the end, Ferrari finished the season true to their philosophy. It's not about winning, it's about participation. So they took 6th place in the Constructors' Championship, Leclerc scored some points, and Vettel became part of the crew. Talking about the 2021 season in the context of Ferrari and Leclerc is kinda difficult because this year wasn't really about them. It was about the battle between the angry slot and a 7-time fashion icon. As for Charles, he managed to squeeze himself into a fight a couple of times. A few pole positions, a few moments where it felt like Ferrari might actually be relevant. But the reality was simple. Ferrari spent the entire season as the solid third force. They were just mediocre, not fast enough to fight for wins, just like NPCs. But then, season 2022 happened. A brand new regulation, Formula 1 cars turned into giant angry vacuum cleaners. Ferrari built a fast, stable, red car, and the first races went suspicious. As if Charles had finally changed his suit. But if you think of it just for a second, it becomes obvious. You know what's important if you want to mentally break a person? You give them hope. Do you think Charles gonna become a world champion? Yeah, not so fast. What's followed wasn't just bad luck, it was trolling, literal trolling. If you don't believe me, just watch those races again. This cannot be a coincidence. A blown engine.
No, what happened?
A Monaco pit stop performance.
Stay out.
Another engine.
For the Scuderia.
Problem, engine.
We'll come back to you.
No, that's done.
A DNF with the Ferrari battle roar.
Especially when you've got that grippy run off here.
Are you okay?
I cannot get throttle. No!
Okay, Hungary, please count how many drivers are on the hard tires. Go ahead, take a moment. Maybe anyone from the top 10 switched to hards? Then why are you putting Charles on that? Naturally, Charles lost the ability to fight for the title and finished on the 2nd place. And by the way, from now you can also watch the smooth transition of a cheerful young guy into a Ferrari driver. The 2022 season marks the beginning of the acceptance stage. This is the point of no return, after which Charles stopped smiling at the camera because he realized he was in a total shithole. Talking about the 2023 season, I only need a couple of seconds to sum it up. Start the timer.
Max Verstappen wins. Max Verstappen wins. Max Verstappen wins. Carlos Sainz, the winner. Max Verstappen wins.
Skip.
The 2024 season can be described in 2 words. Finally, Monaco. From day one, Monaco came with the side of misfortune. At this point, it felt less like a bad luck and more like an actual curse. 2019, DNF. 2020, race cancelled because, you know, global apocalypse. 2021, Ferrari decided not to release the beast from the cage onto the starting grid. And 2022, you already know, Ferrari proudly presented the full Ferrari experience for Charles. And then season 2024, the season when Charles finally managed to win his own home race. And here we are, 2025. The season where 2 beasts were put in one cage and turned into helpless kittens. Instead of a real rivalry between Charles and Lewis, what we got looks just like this?
First time.
Australia. Rain. The track is slippery, especially for rookies. Ferrari go from a double podium straight into the middle of the pack, letting the true motorsport legends through. There Lance Stroll, Alex Albon and Nico Hülkenberg. And if you thought Ferrari had finally exhausted their supply of stupidity, you're like totally cool? So if you ever were in doubt, enjoy.
A leakage of what?
I have the seat full of water, like full of water.
Must be the water.
Let's add that to the weather filter.
If you are a Ferrari fan, the feeling that you get from the 2025 season is probably very familiar, like deja vu. Does it ring a bell? How about just ignoring your driver?
I'll always fight for you guys. Always. That's it. You get that message. It's the one time you don't reply.
You got it, yeah, we were talking.
Or finishing P4 in the Constructors' Championship, losing to a team with a rookie second driver and another team that doesn't even have a second driver at all. Just look at Charles. Do you see any positive emotions? This man has fully survived Ferrari therapy and lived to tell the tale. He's a living legend. This is the story of an incredibly loyal man who's fulfilled his dream and became a driver for the team he loved. But even people like that may run out of patience, especially when your team is a piece of shit. So the next year is 2026. It's a regulation change year and a career-defining year for Charles. I guess we already know how this movie ends. The real suspense left is whether Charles decides to stay with Ferrari or finally choose happiness.